How we doing?
Now that spring is over, well, quote unquote, what do you feel like you accomplished defensively?
I thought, the system was in place. I thought that the kids picked it up really, really well. So that part of it, I was happy to see. For a period, it was a short period of time, but I thought the kids handled it pretty well. And our tackling was a lot better. That was a good start. That was one of our main focus coming in, and then obviously the takeaways. From that standpoint, that's just a good starting point for us moving forward.
Do you think that they picked up on it a little bit quicker than you assumed that they would, or like did they progress?
There's no doubt. There's no doubt. I mean, we almost have all our stuff in. You know what I mean? And that's pretty impressive. As far as they're learning how they pick things up. But again, I credit the staff. Our staff is really experienced, and they got the time to really explain things to the kids. And I think, like I keep relating back to football school, I think that was one of the biggest things that helped them.
What do you think is your best or strongest position?
Oh, no question. The back end of it, their experience. They play a lot of ball. It's a good thing. It's good to have, and the challenges for our guys up front, to try to create some depth moving forward.
One of the things that they kind of had to adapt to was that transition to more like zone coverage. And I know you're talking about learning how to play a zone. How do you think that they did that in that back end?
Oh, they were impressive, to be honest with you. Just look at the numbers of takeaways we had this in 14 days. I think we are up to 23. That's pretty impressive. And I've been to a lot of places, and that hasn't happened. So for them to do that, that was credit to our coaches. You know what I mean? Coach Walker's an experienced guy, and Chuck and all those guys for doing a great job teaching our guys.
Is that total takeaways or just interceptions?
Just total.
Total takeaways?
Yeah.
What do you think of Christian Roland Wallace as a player, as a pro prospect?
It's funny because we recruited him at the other place I was at, and he didn't get in the car, so I'm happy about that part of it. But he's a hell of a football player, man. His football IQ is unbelievable, and he's always working. He has good quality to have to be able to play corner, a guy that's willing to compete at everything that he does.
It seemed like he's kind of taken on more of a spring practice than past spring practices. Where has he progressed in that?
And that's natural, after a while, I think you grow into it. So I'm happy to see it, but I think the whole back end is that way. I enjoy coaching those guys. I enjoy being in the meeting with them, even just talking to them, man. They feel comfortable back there, so it's good.
Arizona was kind of the front runner, the forerunner of recruiting the Polynesian community back in the day with Dick Tomey, and it seems like you guys are bringing that back here. How would you describe just sort of the relationships that you have in the islands or in the
Yeah, I think it's relationships. You know what I mean? You have great relationship with those people, and in the islands, and and the kids are wanting to come here. You know what I mean? And it's an easy product. We got a great logo to sell. They just need to come and see it for themselves. And I think Coach has got a great vision about bringing that pipeline back. And I think it's natural. You know what I mean? This is, like I said, we have great, ex-players that are probably going to be here tomorrow. Just to find out how did Coach go about it, trying to get that thing going, how it all started. So it's a good thing for me to learn too. But it's a good start.
Is there someone you're looking forward to meeting tomorrow?
Teddy, you know what I mean? He's a year older than I am. So, I'm looking forward to seeing everybody.
Sure. What team are you coaching?
Blue. We better win.
What are there states? Are there?
I can't talk. Yeah, it's something like that. Well, the staff too. You know what I mean? But we'll see. Coach has got to come up with a better plan. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.